Good morning, Oklahoma. Welcome to Cow-Calf Corner, and thanks for joining us. This week's topic is how do genetic values and the information we might find in a bull sale catalog actually pertain to our own breeding operation, and what has got the most value to us. Each bull that we consider using in our operation, we need to look at as an investment in genetics. And for all the genetic predictors, the EPDs, and the dollar values that are out there, there's a certain amount of them that are going to have the most economic bearing in our particular operation. I always talk about going through several steps that help us to answer some of these questions. First is we want to take a look and actually measure the current levels of performance that go on in our herd. It can be everything from what is our mature cow size, what is the percentage of our exposed females that are getting bred actually weaning off a calf, are we pulling too many calves or having to offer assistance on the bulls we're using on our first calf heifers, what are our weaning weights, our yearling weights, what is the finished weight or carcass weight of fed cattle, carcass quality grades, yield grades, all things that we need to measure in order to decide where we need to make improvement and what particularly needs to be changed. Second to that, and all these things definitely relate to one another, but second to that, we want to take a look at when we're actually going to market calves. Are we selling calves at weaning? Are we selling yearlings? Are we selling finished cattle? Or are we a replacement heifer operation that's our primary profit center is selling replacement females? Answering that back to that current level of herd performance is going to shed more light on where we need to invest in genetics. Third thing, are we using bulls as terminal sires, or are we going to be keeping daughters out of those as our next set of replacements in the cow herd? Fourth thing that we take a look at is what are the EPDs and genetic values of the bulls we have been using that have resulted in this level of performance. I always say EPDs are comparable across time and geography. What that means to us is that virtually all beef breed associations have got a pedigree lookup feature that if we can take the registration paper of the bulls we've been using and look those up in our respective breed registry, we can take a look at the current genetic values of those bulls and relate it back to that current level of cow herd performance that we're seeing. That helps us a lot in deciding what we need to select for in the next generation, and that kind of leads to our final step, identifying where we want to make change, what traits are most economically important to us, and do we need to change something for the sake of increasing a level of performance? Do we need to change something to maybe gain efficiencies in our overall production system? And an example of that could be if we want to raise our weaning weight, that's increasing a level of performance, but perhaps we want to select to reduce our mature cow herd size. In some of these bulls we're going to keep daughters out of. If we kept weaning weight the same and reduced our mature cow herd size over time, we'd actually be gaining some efficiency and seeing cows weaning off a higher percentage of their mature weight in that next generation. So, as I always say, there's many layers to this onion, and taking a look at several things, current level of performance, how we're going to market calves, are bulls going to be terminal sires or rotational sires, actually taking inventory of the genetic values of those bulls that have been siring the calves we're selling in that cow herd that we have on hand, helps us to identify the traits we want to select for, and specifically what direction we want to go and where we're going to apply selection pressure in that next bull or set of bulls that we purchase to use in our operation. Thanks for joining us this week on Cow-Calf Corner.